Good morning, it's Christy Pendarvis on the streets of Pittsburgh doing what Mission for Mars does best, feeding people and connecting people to services and building relationships within the community. I just wanted to go live. I haven't been live in a long time to share with you some of the amazing things over the past 2 years that Mission for Mars has been able to do. One of them has been since November 22nd, 2015, when this all started with 100 donated meals, box lunches that my children and I, my 2 teenage boys, loaded into the car and came down to this specific lunch spot and got to know some of the homeless and realized they're no different than any of us. I saw community, I saw people taking care of one another, and I knew it was something that I wanted to be part of. So then I ran a donation drive, helped run and participate with the Mars community for the Mars Home for Youth, and there were 65 kids there that had wish lists with quite a few things on them, including stuff like bedding and towels and stuff that children living, under stressful conditions should not have to be worried about. And through the efforts of the Mars community and kind of me serving as a cheerleader and some other people that helped back it up, people bought stuff from Amazon and sent it directly to the Mars Home for Youth, and it was an amazing, beautiful thing. We actually fulfilled pretty much all 65 wish lists and then some. It was pretty incredible to be part of. And then Bonnie King and I started coming down on the Sundays. I don't say this normally, but I am a nurse. I'm actually a nurse practitioner that has been battling health problems for years, and I reached a point in my own life where I was not only helpless and hopeless and stuck on survive and in pain and sick for so many years. It created a void in my life coming from that nursing background, and part of my graduate school training was to basically put the nurse in the community and identify needs and act on them. So that's how kind of Mission for Mars came about. Bonnie and I hit the streets once a week and collected a lot of information, and we found out that there weren't any meals available for the homeless on Sundays in Pittsburgh unless they went to church. So that is how the lunch was formed. And I don't like filming my homeless friends, but if I can flop this, I don't know how to flop. Well, anyway, there's all kinds of buttons. I am not a social media person. There we go. So this has been the same spot that I came in. I'm just going to do a quick little, there's the team getting ready, and then yes, this is the line. We have a very large line of a lot of people that have been coming here for a long time. So what has Mission for Mars been doing for 2 years? I think the answer to that is, what haven't we been doing? It became something bigger and better than anything I could have ever imagined because of it, and because of huge community support, mainly Pine Richland. The Pine Richland people I can't thank enough. They supported the mission from the start, which got us off to the Sunday lunches, which was feeding 100 homeless people every Sunday. And so we started scheduling teams basically mid-January of 2016, and that has been going strong ever since. Not only with, of course, the Pine Richland people, with Mars people, from people that drive 3 hours to come serve, with, Girl Scout troops, doctors' offices. Just so blessed for the community that it takes behind scenes, St. John and Paul's Church and St. Richard's Church, and the amount of effort that it takes behind scenes in order to make a meal happen for 100 to 150 homeless. It does require some planning and participation from everybody, and they make it happen, and I don't even have to do anything. they make it happen. And it's been beautiful to witness and beautiful to be part of. And what else has Mission from Mars done? Every week I stand up here and I try to get as many people hooked to services as possible that they can get off the streets. I serve as a liaison. I've been networking and going to meetings and conferences throughout the 2 years in order to learn more how the system works and what they have to do, and I pass that information on. And we get people inside. People get inside. And then after they get inside, Mission from Mars started Welcome Wagon, which the Welcome Wagon was very successful for over a year and a half. We probably helped close to, my guess, 40 people with either everything they needed for their home or everything they needed to start, and give them a heads up, a hand up. And that was very successful. And some of the other things is I was blessed. There was a donor along the way that he would pay somebody's rent. I would pick a guy and he would get him started in getting him off the street. Actually, we ran a couple of those through Light of Life also, and they've been a great, amazing resource for the homeless in Pittsburgh for a long time to come. They're actually just right across the street here, and they know that we've been out here for over 2 years too, and it gives them a little bit of a break that they deserve, because their numbers for feeding the homeless of Pittsburgh are incredible every month. So we have also been involved in a million things, such as being their friends, forming the relationships, mentoring them, getting them jobs. One of my main things that Bonnie and I started was going underneath the bridges, and it was during winter time, and we would, me being a nurse, always on my radar is, are these people living in sanitary conditions? Are these people, not spreading disease, because of their living conditions? And some of the things on my heart was the fact that they didn't have anywhere to go to the bathroom or access to water. And so we were under the bridges for a couple years, and I'm still under one bridge, and it's my, they're my family. And I have anywhere from 5 people to 30 people in there at one time. And the camp has, in the past couple years, just evolved. There's always different dynamics, but it's been an absolute blessing to love them and help take care of them and watch a lot of them learn and grow, and accountability. They'll clean. I'll say, hey guys, can you get me 10 trash bags of trash, and they'll clean up. And just watching some of them go from being under the bridge to being leaders. And I've watched the same thing happen to a lot of these people here on the street. They go from being homeless to paying it forward themselves, and teaching people what they did in order to make change in their lives, and how they got off the street. So there's a lot of beautiful, amazing things. One of the things we also did when I first got here, there was a 5-year-old sleeping on pallets, and we probably sent that family over $1,000 in physical donations and a bed in order to help that family. And what I've tried to do is keep my ear out for needs. If I hear something, I try to act. And I can't do that without people like you that support what's going on out here. And it's been beautiful to witness the magic and the beauty of people coming together in order to help our fellow brothers and sisters. So as a lot of you know, I have focused some attention to doing disaster relief. Mission from Mars, my goal has always been feeding, providing supplies and aid and support. And I kind of took that mission. I was sitting at home listening to what was going on during Hurricane Harvey and looking at a map with nothing but people crying for help. I'm talking major emergency situations going on. There was no 911. The Coast Guard was not answering, and people were going to die everywhere. And I had a calling on my heart to go down, even if it was to take care of the guys in the Cajun Navy or serve at a food line, or, you know, so I picked up my life and I spent a week on the front lines of Texas, and it was life-changing. From there, I started helping provide aid behind scenes and helping in Operation Key West, providing what was needed with supplies and search and rescue teams, and help coordinating and just making stuff happen with an incredible groups of people. And then we have moved on to Puerto Rico, and I have taken a break because I started to get sick from doing too much. So right now I'm going to go over to the table to Tommy Howard. Tommy has been with me for over 2 years. Christy's here also from Pine Richland. They've been with me for a couple years. Tommy!
Here, wait.
We're live on Facebook, everybody!
Hey, what's up?
Hi. So, real quick to Tommy. Tommy. So, over 2 years coming and helping Mission from Mars. What am I going to do? What am I going to say about you except I can't thank you enough for all you do. She was also a big part of the Welcome Wagon.
Yay!
And she's been with us, and she has a, of course, busy mom life, and she still made today. What are we having today?
We're having kielbasa and sauerkraut, and pierogies, with butter and onions, and green beans, and buns, and cookies. And I'm Slovak, so it's like one of my favorite meals. It'll be fun. We love being down here.
Awesome. And I look forward to you coming for a long time to come. So real quick, everybody's hungry. I can hear them.
Yes, everybody's hungry.
And then this is now Chris. I know they're not ready for this either, but they're going to be taking over the lunch, kind of acting as me down here. I'm super excited. She felt it on her heart, and she, you know, she's not a talker. She's an action girl, and so I'm excited to have them. And we're just going to go ahead and get things ready. Thank you, everybody, for coming. All right, we're out of here. However, I shut this off.
All the grass, all the leaves.